Hello, YouTubers. Jokers are here on January 5, Friday, 2018 at 17:50 in the evening or late afternoon Eastern Time. How y'all enjoying this cold if you come from the Midwest and the northeastern part of the United States? We started off the day at actually 2. We were at positive digits today, as opposed to yesterday, where we started off at -7. And we made it all the way up to, I think we made it up to 13 for about 2 or 3 minutes there around 2:15, and then so we're now down to 9 degrees Fahrenheit. All you guys that think in centigrade, I'm really sorry for you, because, come on, centigrade's great for scientific work. It's wonderful for scientific work. It's great in medicine when you take temperatures in centigrade sometimes. But for folks in everyday life, you can toss centigrade out the damn window. And it's a shame that the UK rolled over for all that EU bullshit about centigrade and kilometers and shit. Cheers. To their credit, they still have signs up in miles. And the bigger numbers on the speedometers are miles per hour, kilometers per hour. For those of you in Australia who watch me, let those with ears hear. I don't think it's going to make any damn difference, but yeah. Let those with ears hear. God save the Queen, and I mean that seriously for you all. I'm not being sarcastic. Speaking of detecting sarcasm and irony in electronic communications, well, not even that. Just flat out misunderstandings in brief electronic communications, whether written, well, most often written or texted, or in my case, oh fuck, oh fuck, here, do it again. And there's just a tremendous amount of room for misunderstanding, particularly between people who are maybe like, 30, 35 years in age difference. I was contacted recently by a fellow that I had a little one-time fling with. I may have mentioned this the other day. Back in 2014, September 2014, and I was delighted to hear from him again, because I really liked the guy, but he said he didn't want to see me again. That's fine. So I never contacted him again or anything. But he contacted me, and okay. Well, send me pictures, this, that, and the others, and he sent me a couple of pictures, and that's fine. And I said, well, I'll just, send me a couple more pictures. And I didn't hear from him for about 3 or 4 days. And so I emailed him last night, just before I went to bed, like a dumbass, and said, if you don't want to pursue this, that's fine. I mean, just let me know. I mean, I won't sit around and stew about it, And so then I slept for about 4 hours, 5 hours, and took a leak, and I went out and I said, I'll just check my email, because I tend to do, if I get up like after about a relatively long sleep at night, 5 hours for me is a really long sleep at night, trust me. And well, go ahead and block me, delete me, and all this. You completely misunderstood me. I said, this is another example of people misunderstanding each other on electronic communications. So I don't know. I haven't heard from him today, and maybe I won't hear from him again. I don't know. We'll find out. He's a nice guy. He really is. And he's very talented and intelligent. And but I seem to have a track record in these matters, and I would love to know what I'm doing wrong. I would love to know what I'm doing wrong. I've learned not to try too hard. I have learned that. Don't try too hard. But, gosh, oh well. Sometimes God wants you to have certain things happen in your life, and sometimes God doesn't. So, not for me to question. Okay. Well, meanwhile, I got an email from my son. Now, I seriously doubt I'm going to see him the rest of this time off. Now the Catholic schools were closed. Well, interestingly, he said he didn't have to go back teaching until the 8th. But yet my grandson had to go back to school technically on the 3rd. But because of the cold, he was sick on the 3rd, and the Columbus Catholic schools closed the last 2 days because of the cold. You can't have kids walking to school when it's 1 degree. Well, I imagine people in Minnesota would disagree with that, and northern and Canada would disagree. But in this part of the world, that's you're going to send a 6-year-old kid out to walk even during a half mile when it's 1 degree above 0 in the morning. Just not. Maybe 15, but not 1. So my grandson's been home, and that's his dad. They run around together and do things together. I mean, it's great. I mean, that's wonderful. Thomas is such a good dad to Carter. And so he emailed. He had dealt with some financial stuff about his mother's estate, or soon to be officially estate. And it turns out, well, my ex-wife used the same financial guy I used, and she only had one mutual fund with the guy, and. This thing kicked off a very nice, reliable income stream for her, about $180, $200 a month, for years, all tax-free. Of course, for some reason, she thought that wasn't right or enough or whatever, so she always gave me a ration of shit and pissed and moaned at me about, you should have, why'd you steer me to this guy, and all this kind of crap? Well, because, I would do well for you, and it did, and what she had done is she took her dad's IRA money that he had when he died, and just invested it in this municipal bond fund. So it was tax-free income. But somehow that was my fault because it was working out well for her. I have money in the same thing, and it kicks off around $300 a month for me. I'm very happy with it. I've had it in there since I don't know, the early '80s. Pretty much the same amount. Around, I think I stuck in $50,000, and the net asset value's not fluctuated. This is with the Ameriprise. I always call it Meredith. It's originally IDS. It's changed its names like 4 times. RiverSource and this and that and the other. Anyway, he's going to meet this guy, and he'll like this guy. This fellow is an absolutely wonderful fellow. He's the son of the man that got me involved in this. He's set up 3 annuities now for me, and as an IRA, which I can start withdrawing. Well, I can start withdrawing on now if I wanted, but I don't need it, so I'll wait till 70 and a half when I have to start taking out required minimum distribution, and so So he's busy with that, and I guess, he and Carter went down to Costco to buy pizzas for some sort of Cub Scout sleep in, quote, camp in, unquote, thing tonight. I don't know, man. So obviously I wasn't going to see him today. I seriously doubt I'm going to see him tomorrow, and I imagine, tomorrow evening I've got to go over to Liz and Henry's. God bless them. That'd be wonderful. I'll be wonderful. And then on Sunday, of course, Sunday's a big deal. I'm doing a doubleheader reading on Sunday. I'm back on the lay reading schedule again, which is fun for me and fine by me. I wanted to get back into the swing of things. And then I'm reading again at 10:30 with my very, very, very favorite guy at church, my judge buddy, at 10:30. For some reason, Terry Highland separated us. I don't know why, but he did. The guy that was usually reading with Henry, with my judge friend, for some reason he took himself off the roster, which I don't know. He's one of these guys that he easily gets a burr under his saddle about some damn thing. I may have mentioned that the other night. Who knows? Anyway, so I've been watching this British TV series on YouTube. Well, it's various people on YouTube have put it up, called Benidorm. And it's silly, it's ridiculous, it's great fun. And if you've traveled over there, as I have, I've been over there now, let's see, 71, 79, 80, 95, 2016, 2017. Is that 7? Let's see. 79. No, 71, 79, 80, 95, 2016. Is that 7? So 6 years, 6 times. Well, anyway, I've been over there enough to know that some of the various little in-joke references that you hear in this thing. So I get a kick out of it. I myself would never want a vacation on the coast of Spain at all. I get enough hot ass sun on my body here, outside my house, just north of Columbus, Ohio, in southern Delaware County, anytime I want. Thanks, So, but admittedly, if you guys are living in a 53-degree, 54 latitude place, you're not get too damn much sun there very long, are you? It's like the Tupperware sky; it's all cloudy. I kind of like the Tupperware sky. It really gives you nice light for photographing, frankly. If you don't want to get, sometimes you want a high contrast light, but most of the times you don't. And with the digital cameras, they just don't handle the contrast like the Kodachrome slide film did. So, it's easy, just shoot the shit and see what happens, and if you don't like it, shoot some more. It's like, digital makes it, you don't have to worry about 50, 60, 70 cents a pop with a Kodachrome slide. I'm taking meds before I take food. So it's, it's the steri strip. Well, I actually took the steri strips off my incision the other day. Well, last night. Was it last night? Yes, it was last night. It started to itch, and and they weren't volunteering to come off despite showering and things. So I finally actually had to take like a little clamp, get hold of one edge and and try to hold the edges of the wound together, so that when I traversed, pulled it off across the wound, it wouldn't pull the edges of the wound apart. It looks all good, you know. I'll be interested to talk with my surgeon about, is this normal? I mean, I got this huge, looks, what it feels is it feels like wadded up mesh underneath my skin. And I have a feeling since they kind of create a tube that goes around your spermatic cord structures, I think that's what I'm feeling. And they tie it down to the native inguinal ligament. So, I mean, I have a feeling this is normal. See, I never had a chance to examine somebody with a post-operatively with a mesh repair. So, an open mesh repair as opposed to, I had either one, either an open mesh repair or a laparoscopic mesh repair. So, I'll be interested to see if I can get my surgeon give me a little CME moment there when he feels me up on the 9th on Tuesday morning. So we'll see on that. Now I guess Sunday afternoon it's gonna get up and get warmer and start snowing, and then it's gonna be icy, and then it's gonna be snowy again. So yeah, just in time for me to drive downtown to Columbus on Tuesday to see my surgeon. Oh, won't that be great? I hope to God it's not ice. But we'll see. In any case, God's going to take care of me. So I'm going to say bye-bye, YouTube.